Stock manipulation is a serious problem. It undermines the integrity of financial markets. This illegal act involves artificially influencing stock prices. Investors can be misled by these manipulated prices. This can lead to significant financial losses. It erodes trust in the entire market. That's why it's crucial to have strong regulations against stock manipulation. Imagine a world where the stock market is like a rigged carnival game. You think you're playing fair, but someone behind the scenes is controlling the outcome. That's what stock manipulation feels like. It's like a punch in the gut to fair play and transparency. Stock manipulation can take many forms. One common tactic is pump and dump. This is when manipulators artificially inflate a stock's price. They spread false or misleading information. Unsuspecting investors buy the stock, driving up the price. Then the manipulators sell their shares at the inflated price. This leaves the other investors with losses. Another sneaky tactic is spoofing. Here, traders place large orders they don't intend to execute. These orders create a false impression of market demand. Other investors see this fake demand and start buying. The spoofers then cancel their original orders and profit from the price increase. It's like tricking someone into buying your overpriced lemonade by pretending there's a huge line. These are just a few examples of the shady tactics used in stock manipulation. It's a global issue that demands strong regulations and enforcement. In the following sections, we'll examine how different countries are tackling this challenge. The United States has a long history of battling stock market manipulation. The 1929 stock market crash, a key event leading to the Great Depression, exposed major weaknesses in financial regulations. This led to the creation of the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, in 1934. The SEC is the main sheriff in town when it comes to policing the stock market. They have a big stick, and they're not afraid to use it. The SEC enforces laws like the Securities Exchange Act of 1934 and the Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002. These laws give the SEC teeth to go after those who try to rig the system. Penalties for stock manipulation in the US are no joke. We're talking hefty fines, we're talking jail time. The SEC can also ban individuals from serving as corporate officers or directors. It's like getting kicked out of the casino for counting cards, except the stakes are much higher. The US system has its pros and cons. On the plus side, the SEC has a reputation for being tough on market manipulation. They've brought down some big fish over the years. This sends a strong message that crooked behavior won't be tolerated. However, some critics argue that the SEC focuses too much on punishing individuals rather than addressing systemic issues. India, a rapidly growing economy, faces its own set of challenges in combating stock market manipulation. The Securities and Exchange Board of India, or CBI, is the primary regulatory body responsible for keeping things in check. Think of CBI as the Indian equivalent of the SEC. CBI has been stepping up its game in recent years. They've been cracking down on insider trading and other forms of market manipulation. They've imposed hefty fines and even banned some players from the market. It's like SEBI is saying, we're not going to let you treat the stock market like your personal piggy bank. One of the challenges for SEBI is the sheer size and complexity of the Indian market. It's like trying to herd cats. Another challenge is the need for greater investor education. Many investors in India are new to the game and may not be aware of the risks of market manipulation. Section 4. Singapore's stance on stock manipulation. Singapore, a global financial hub, has a reputation for having a well-regulated stock market. The Monetary Authority of Singapore, or MAS, and the Singapore Exchange Regulation, known as SGX Regico, are the key players in maintaining market integrity. They work together like a well-oiled machine to ensure a level playing field. Singapore has a zero-tolerance policy for market manipulation. They have strict laws and regulations in place. They also have sophisticated surveillance systems to detect suspicious activity. It's like having a high-tech security system for the stock market. Singapore's approach to regulation is often described as proactive. They're not just waiting for something bad to happen. They're actively identifying and mitigating risks. This has helped to create a stable and trustworthy financial market. Section 5. Bangladesh, tackling stock manipulation. Bangladesh, a developing economy, is working to strengthen its regulatory framework against stock market manipulation. The Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission, or BSEC, is the main regulatory body responsible for overseeing the market. They have a big job ahead of them. One of the challenges for BSEC is the need for greater resources and capacity. They need more staff, more technology, and more training. Another challenge is the need for greater awareness among investors about the risks of market manipulation. Despite these challenges, BSEC has made progress in recent years. They have taken steps to improve market surveillance and enforcement. They have also imposed stricter penalties for market manipulation. It's a work in progress, but they're moving in the right direction. Section 6. Recommendations to enhance stock market regulations globally. Protecting investors from stock market manipulation requires a global effort. Here are a few recommendations to strengthen regulations worldwide. Boost international cooperation. Regulators from different countries need to work together. They should share information and coordinate their efforts. It's like the old saying, two heads are better than one. Beef up enforcement. Stronger penalties can deter market manipulation. This includes hefty fines and even jail time for serious offenses. Let's make sure the punishment fits the crime. Embrace technology. Regulators should use technology to their advantage. Artificial intelligence and machine learning can help detect suspicious trading patterns. It's like having a digital detective on the case. Educate investors. Informed investors are less likely to fall victim to market manipulation. Regulators should promote financial literacy and educate investors about their rights. Knowledge is power. Section 7. Conclusion. Stock market manipulation is a global problem that requires a global solution. By strengthening regulations, enhancing enforcement, and promoting investor education, we can create a fairer and more transparent global financial system. Remember, a well-regulated market benefits everyone. It allows companies to raise capital, investors to grow their wealth, and economies to thrive. Let's work together to keep the markets fair and free from manipulation.